After Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, Allah had destroyed the city of Ad because of their wrongdoings. They rejected the message of Islam that Prophet Hud spread and fell into corruption once again. After Allah destroyed the people of Ad, the tribe of Thamud succeeded them in power and glory. The people of Thamud, like the people of Ad, were hard-working and excellent craftsmen. They made buildings on the top of mountains, and they lived in beautiful houses. Their lands were fertile, which gave them an abundance of healthy crops as well. But as their material wealth increased, so did their corrupted ways. The tribe was ungrateful to Allah. The rich and the luxurious became tyrants. The members of the tribe worshipped the idols instead. Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, was born during this period of time. He was known to be a genuine and wise person. The people loved him and respected him for his amazing qualities. The beliefs of idol worshipping was rooted deep in the hearts of men and women due to their forefathers. The Prophet realized this was a problem in society, so he tried to correct them. He knew that even the tribe chiefs were corrupt and bad men. They practiced idol worshipping and encouraged everyone to do so. They even punished those who worshipped Allah. However, Saleh was chosen as Allah's messenger. He was not afraid of anyone except Allah, the Great and Almighty. He prayed to Allah without fearing anyone. "O people, worship Allah. You have no other God but Him." The Prophet said to them. But the people of the tribe replied, "O Saleh, we always liked you, and we thought one day you would become our chief. Now why are you asking us to worship Allah? How can you ask us to leave our gods and worship yours? How can we forget our gods who were worshipped even by our fathers? We do not believe in your God." It was during this moment that the struggle between the good and the evil began. Saleh knew this was not going to be an easy mission, but the Prophet believed in Allah and struggled against the disbelievers and knew that he was selected especially by Allah to fulfill this duty. One day, the members of the tribe gathered around a huge rock on the top of the mountain. They worshipped the rock for a long time, and when the children saw their fathers, they started worshipping the rock as well. When the Prophet saw this, he was sad and said to them, "O my people, please serve Allah, the one and only true God." Then one of them said, "Why do you ask us to pray to Allah alone?" "Because He has created you," said the Prophet. "He gave you everything, the sun, the moon, the mountains, the seas, everything that you see around." Then one of the chiefs came forward and said, "Show us a miracle, and we'll believe you." Then he pointed at a rock, demanded, "Ask your Lord to make a she-camel, which must be 10 months pregnant, tall and attractive, issue from the rock for us." The Prophet thought for a while and replied, "If Allah delivers this miracle, do you promise to believe in Allah as the one true God? Will you accept that I'm His apostle?" "Yes," they answered. The Prophet then prayed to Allah to grant them their request. At first, the people heard the sound of rocks breaking apart. Then suddenly, the rock fell apart, and there it was, a beautiful she-camel. It was huge, and she was pregnant too. When people saw the she-camel, they were amazed. They couldn't believe their eyes. Some people believed what they just saw instantly, but some, especially the rich and the powerful, thought that this was magic. The Prophet prostrated before the camel, as it was Allah who brought the she-camel out of the rock with His glory. A few other people prostrated before the camel as well, as they now believed in the power of Allah. They had seen a great sign before their eyes. What the Prophet said was true, they said. Allah is the true God. But even now, the number of believers was very few. The others remained stubborn and corrupted and refused to believe in Allah. The she-camel became the symbol for Saleh's message. After 3 days, the she-camel gave birth to a lovely young male camel. Very soon, the she-camel and her son became symbols for affection and mercy. When the people of the tribe saw it, they said, "This is Saleh's she-camel." Then the prophet said to his people, "O my people, worship Allah. There is no God but Him. This is a clear sign from your Lord. This she-camel is a sign for you. So leave her to graze on Allah's earth. Be careful not to hurt it. If you do that, then Allah will punish you." Days passed, and the she-camel grew to be a special camel. It ate the plants from the valley and drank water from the well. It was said that they could drink all the water in the wells in one day, and no other animals could approach the water. It was also said that the camel was able to produce enough milk for all the people in Thamud. At first, the people were happy by this miracle of Allah, but soon the disbelievers started getting frustrated. They hated the Prophet for turning people away from their idols, and their hatred now turned towards the miracle of Allah, the blessed she-camel. The tribe of Thamud was divided into two parts. One half were the Muslims who believed in Allah and His Prophet, and the other were the disbelievers who thought the Prophet was lying. The disbelievers mocked the Muslims. They mocked their beliefs. "Do you believe that Saleh is the Prophet of God?" they disbelievers said. "Yes, we believe in his message," the companions and followers of Saleh answered. "We believe Allah is the true God." But the disbelievers openly denied Allah. They were the rich and powerful men of Thamud. Some of the chiefs were against the Prophet too. They knew that the Prophet was a danger to their beliefs. So one night, these evil men gathered together and planned a plot to kill the she-camel. They took the help of their wives to convince 9 strong men. These 9 men agreed to kill the she-camel and her baby. The next day, they kept watching the camel closely, observing all its movements. As the she-camel came to drink at the well, one of the men shot its leg with an arrow. The camel cried out loudly, and it started to run. But the poor animal couldn't because of the arrow stuck on its leg. Then the others followed the camel and struck it with a sword on the other leg. The poor animal fell down crying. All of them used their swords to pierce the animal, and finally it was dead. The killers were given a hero's welcome, cheered with songs and poetry. The disbelievers jumped up and down with joy, for they had succeeded in killing the miracle of Allah. The Prophet was heartbroken to see the poor she-camel dead. "Enjoy life for 3 more days, for God is sending his punishment," he shouted to the evil men who were dancing with joy. "Why 3 days?" they asked. "Let the punishment come as quickly as possible," they said arrogantly. The Prophet once again tried pleading with them. "My people, why do you follow the evil ways? Seek forgiveness from Allah so that you may receive his mercy." But they didn't listen to him and continued their celebrations. The evil men then plotted to kill the Prophet as well, but Allah saved the Prophet and his followers from their wicked plans. Heavy-hearted, they left the land of evildoers and moved to another place. And the day for the punishment arrived as the Prophet had warned. The disbelievers stayed inside their homes made of rock, feeling safe. Suddenly, thunderbolts appeared out of nowhere, and there were severe earthquakes as well. The land was violently shaken. Every man and animal living in Thamud did not survive. Neither their strong buildings nor their stone houses could protect them. All the disbelievers in Thamud were struck at the same time. Everything in Thamud was destroyed before people could even realize what was going on. Only the people who believed in God were saved because they had left the place. Allah sent clear guidance, but disbelievers choose to ignore them.